All right, so to finish up the 2021 FRQ, let's talk about C. Is the approximation found in Part B? So we found an answer for Part B. They're asking, is it an overestimate? Oops, I got issues driving this thing. Over or under of the total mass, milligrams, in the Petri dish. Explain your reasoning. So I guess we need to think about whether this is increasing or decreasing. Now, I know that this here is increasing, f of r. It, it looks, and I know that r is increasing. So it would make sense that the product is increasing. But just to make sure, I'm going to take the derivative of this because the derivative tells us increasing or decreasing. And then I'll explain what that means. So the derivative of, I'm going to think product rule. R is 1 times f of r plus derivative of the second times the first. Now if I think about this, f of r is always positive. F prime of r is always positive because they tell us it's increasing. And the r values are always positive. So I know that this is always positive, which means it's increasing. If something is increasing, here's a quick little sketch. Increasing. And if I do a right Riemann sum, so here's my first rectangle, the right side, here would be my next one. If I go back to here, this would have been like this. And I always have to sketch these. This tells me we are going to have ourselves an overestimate. Increasing, right Riemann, overestimate. Sketch a picture, you'll see it. Okay? Some kind of an explanation like this would be necessary for full points. Just saying overestimate will get you there, something, but it won't get you everything. Okay, that's C. Let me clear this off. Let me talk D. Whoops. Get rid of this. All right, this one is going to be lots of calculator. The density of bacteria is modeled by the function, and they give us this ugly equation. It's a calculator question. We're going to use it. We're going from 1 to 4. It says K's. We're thinking X's. Okay. Average value, remember, 1 over b minus a to b of f of x. In this case, we're talking g of r. That gives me the average value. So they want to know when this equals the average value of it. So I'm going to let you practice some calculator work. It's going to look like this, though. This represents the average value, 1 over b minus a to b of g of x. You get your answer. That's the output. That's the average value. They want to know what input, r or x, will give us that output, okay, for that average value. So what I did, I went to my y equals, I typed in what I got, I typed in my function, and I graphed. I then I had to mess with my window. I went 1 through 4 because that's all we're looking at. I had to make my y max a little bit bigger because I knew I had to get higher than this 9.8. 10 would do it, but it was hard to see. So I made my window actually go up to 20. And I graphed it, and then I used this intersect option to find out when they meet. Okay, I think the intersect option gave me this 2.49702. We always go 3 digits past, so that would be a 2.497 would be the value of k that gives us that output. Okay, parentheses are kind of a big deal on here. I would definitely practice typing this one in. And if you're not matching my numbers, let me know or double check your typing because it might be a parenthesis issue. Okay,